So several clicks done, and we are now live everywhere, both on Zoom and Facebook. And we have all attendees, first attendees everywhere. So hello guys, thanks for joining. Thanks for being so punctual. Welcome to the premiere, I would say. So it's a webinar, but it's a really exclusive one. And it's really something new for you guys. So it's about short courses by RWTH Aachen University. So this is super interesting webinar for you because as you can see, I'm not alone. We have some guests who will be talking about many courses, actually, many short courses available for you guys. They will talk about all the details you should know about. And of course, we will have a Q&A throughout the whole webinar. So in the bottom part of your Zoom interface, you can see the Q&A button. So you can already start sending out your questions, by the way, and we will get back to them as soon as possible. And in addition to that, by the end of the webinar, towards the end of the webinar, we will have also a live Q&A session where you can just type again your questions in the Q&A. We will sort them out, and our dear guests will be answering them directly. So you cannot use, yes, for the chat function. Generally, I would say you cannot use the chat function, but now it is available for you because our guests have some questions for you in the beginning of presentation. So they will get back to it very soon. But before that, yeah, I am Georgi, and I'm the least important person today. So I will be monitoring the Q&A. I will be co-hosting / co-moderating, mostly in the moderation section. I will be providing you with some interesting links in the chat. But other than that, yeah, the floor is for our guests. So for those who are joining us on Facebook, I would strongly suggest you, if you can, join us on Zoom. I already put the Zoom ID there. So if you can, join us and just so that you can follow the Q&A, follow the chat more easily. Okay, so before we go to our guests, let me really shortly introduce my German university, and then our guests will continue with their presentation. So as I said, our topic is short courses by RWTH International Academy in Aachen. So, but now about my German university really shortly. So we are Germany's largest database of English taught study programs. If you go to mygermanuniversity.com, you will be able to find over 2,300 courses, study programs in English, so both Bachelor and Master. And as you can see now on the excerpt of our study finder, we have also short courses and language courses, which is a new addition. And you can see that I am not lying because we have now a webinar on short courses. So this is truth. Yeah, so our main goal, to put it really shortly, our main mission is to help international students like you and like me. I also came to Germany as an international student once. So to help you towards your way on studying in Germany. So one of the ways of doing that is exactly through our study finder. Sorry. So it's now you can see the shorter version of our study finder, but if you go to our website, you will see the larger version, and it has lots of filters which you can use and to find, for example, short courses or master or bachelor courses, etc., etc. Another way of helping you is through writing articles. So on our website, we have more than 70 really comprehensive articles, and all, of course, are related to studying in Germany. It can be Uni Assist, it can be scholarships in Germany, it can be some rankings of universities, etc., etc. So really useful information. And by comprehensive, I really mean comprehensive because it's really detailed information. And I strongly suggest you to use these articles while searching whenever you are interested in any particular topic. And the third way of helping you is our webinars, like today. So we have approximately 150 webinars per year, a bit more, but yeah, approximately 150. And the topics are different. It can be some scholarships, only on scholarships or only on visa, for example, or some subject webinars about some study programs, master or bachelor. And now I can also happily say that we have also webinars where you can learn about short courses in German, which is amazing opportunity. And because we've many times during the webinars, I was getting this question, we will have any short courses, information about short courses. So here you are. So use this opportunity and ask as many questions as possible during this a bit more than 1 hour we have. So it's quite enough time to get your questions answered. And about our team, we are based in Hamburg, in Germany, but our team is international. We have people who are based in China, in Brazil, in Spain, of course, in Germany, but not only in Hamburg, in different parts of Germany, in different cities. And we also counsel in different languages, ranging from English to Georgian. So you can see the list of languages in which we are counseling right now. Okay, so let me tell you some things shortly before I hand it over to our friends, our guests. So here how it looks like, some of the examples of courses which you can also by RWTH Aachen, which you can see already on our website. Here how beautiful it looks like, some general really short information, but of course then you click on it and you will see more detailed information. Here are some examples and our guests will talk about them. For example, robotics, production technology, smart electrical power systems, automotive and mobility studies. So really smart stuff, really clever stuff. Yeah, and this is not, of course, not only 4, but our guests will talk about much more programs. So stay tuned and ask your questions. And here are our special guests. So we have Fiona Hoffmann and Mareike Botzet from RWTH Aachen University. And just to see where we are right now, we are almost entering Belgium. We are invading Belgium almost. We are on the border. And yeah, really nice location. So I would say really in the middle of Germany, in the Middle East, west of Germany. So okay, so Ms. Hoffmann is marketing manager and Ms. Botzet is team leader for when it comes to short courses. Now I will stop sharing my screen and I will invite our guests to start their presentation.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this very great introduction and for the opportunity to get this webinar with you together with my German university. Yes, yeah, my name is Fiona Hoffmann. I'm the marketing manager. This is Mareike Botzet, our team leader from the short courses. And thank you that you're all here, that you're joining. Very great opportunity. And I will share our screen now in our presentation. So yeah, you can now see our screen, our presentation for today. It's about our short courses at RWTH International Academy. So we are the official academy for further education at RWTH Aachen University. So it's a very famous university here in Germany. And yeah, so our main topics are engineering, management, and innovation. And our different short courses are targeted to international students from all over the world. And that's why we wanted to ask you at the beginning, so where are you from? So you can type it now into the chat if you like, where are you from? We are from Germany and we are sitting now right here in Aachen at the border triangle directly to the Netherlands and Belgium. And yes, so, oh, they are the first ones typing into the chat. It's from India, from Ghana, from Pakistan.
Welcome, everyone. Oh, wow.
Indonesia.
Rwanda. Very nice to see.
Argentina. Great. Malaysia.
Ah, Indian from Saudi Arabia. Pakistan. Yeah, welcome everyone. Quite a kind of an international group.
Great, that's amazing. And yeah, you're right here because yeah, our courses are like for everyone from all over the world. So that's amazing to see that we are a very highly mixed international group today. Great, amazing. Okay.
If you have questions, you can type them into the Q&A box so that we can answer them after our presentation. And the chat, yeah, it's just for getting to know and yeah, for us seeing where you're from. But I think Georgi will then later close the chat section so that we can then continue with Q&As.
Yeah, right. Great. Okay. Yeah, then I think let's start with our presentation for today. So yeah, at first we introduce you to our short courses here at RWTH, and then we go through the other topics you can see here. So how it is to study abroad in Aachen, how you become a participant in our courses, and then the different course topics and the special dates you have to keep in mind. And at the end, the financing opportunities we got for you. And then, of course, at the end of this presentation, you can ask all your questions in the Q&A section. So then let's start with our short courses. So the first topics. So the most programs of our short courses are the summer and winter schools here at RWTH Aachen University. This is a time to study abroad and spend time abroad in Germany here on campus. And it's not only about lectures and in classes and learning in classes here on our campus. So as a participant, you develop practical ideas together with a lot of professors and experts and get to know the future workplaces here in Germany and expand your skills with hands-on case studies. So you are learning in a very practical way. And you see here the quick facts on the chart. So you study abroad here in Germany at RWTH Aachen University 2, 3, or 4 weeks. So that's the normal time for our summer and winter schools. The teaching is on campus, and including is a comfortable stay for you and a full supporting program. We will dive into that later a little bit more deeply. But just to let you know what's included in our programs, and the qualification at the end is that you will get an official certificate from our university. And of course, our courses are all in English. So you see the programs are all targeted to international students from all over the world, and that we are all on the same page and can understand each other. It's in English. And on the bottom on the slide, you see a very nice sentence from Miki Saito. She's she was a participant from Japan, and I think she sums up it very good. So why a summer school is a very good way to expand your skills. She said, "One thing I regret is not participating in a summer school sooner." That was very nice. We were very happy about that, because the sooner you study abroad, the more motivated you will be towards your studies in the following. I think that sums up it in a very good way. So the summer and winter schools are the first kind of short courses we are offering to you. And let's go to the next slide. Because of course, due to the pandemic, we designed another types of short courses. So the online courses at RWTH Aachen University. And here you will enjoy a full online experience from home and expand your skills at the same time. And here it's not only it's also not only about studying and learning. It's a full package online. So we offer you also a wide range of social activities and social events to experience an unforgettable time and learn a lot of cultural insights, and of course also connect with German companies. So we will of course dive into that later, but you can see here it's also the same program structure, like 2, 3, or 4 weeks in a full-time schedule online. And there's also including a supporting program. And at the end, you also got this official certificate from RWTH Aachen University. And the courses are also in English. So it's basically the same, but in this way online. And Mauricio here, a participant from Peru, he, I think he highlights a very important point, that he felt very comfortable asking questions and making comments. So this is very important, that our online courses are very, very interactive, and you're always welcome to ask and making questions. And so, that you can make most of your online course with us together. And here we show you the program structure of our all short courses. So the summer and winter schools and the online courses I talked before. So that you can that you understand the whole package that waits for you in our online courses and on campus courses. So you see we have the 3 main elements here. So the academic content, the supporting program, and a career service that's like on top. So let's talk first about the academic content. You see, we have a lot of lectures, of course, because you have to learn something in a specific topic, and the lectures are all very interactive, even online. So, of course, when you're here on campus, it's a lot of slides, videos, and text and quizzes also, but also online. And you have the opportunity to ask questions, and there are a lot of exercises, hands-on case studies, also even online. And we have a very great learning environment here at our campus and also online, because we have a great online Moodle platform where you can learn and interact very great together. And of course, when you are here on campus, you benefit from our campus, from our learning rooms, from the libraries. So it's a very great learning environment here in Aachen. Then the second element in our courses is a very big element. It's the supporting program. So this is divided into the academic supporting program and the social supporting program. So at the one hand, you benefit from a lot of company visits and institute visits. So when you're here on campus, we go together with you to a lot of German companies and institutes. They're in Aachen, they're in other cities, or in neighboring cities. And you also gain insights in lab tours and expert talks. But when you're joining an online course, you will also get this opportunity. So then we invite our experts to Zoom sessions. You can ask them directly questions to, for example, the German way of life or working life. And maybe they have some tips for you if you are looking for a job later in Germany. And so this is very, very special. Then the fun part is the social program. So we designed a lot of social events, city trips, and a great mentoring program. So when you are here on campus with us, we have a lot of fun events together. We are doing karaoke nights, we're playing games together, we have a lot of city trips. So we are, for example, going to our neighboring countries, to the Netherlands, or maybe to Belgium, depends on the program structure. And there's a mentoring program. So there are buddies from RWTH Aachen University, so people who are actually studying here, and they will tell you something about the study life here. And it's a very great to ask them questions, how the life is, what you maybe keep in mind when you're studying here later or working here. And we also have that online. So we are doing riddles and quizzes together. In our last online courses, we did some online escape rooms together. That was also very fun. So yeah, we're doing our best that our online courses are also very interactive and that you can learn a lot of intercultural insights and about the German way of life here. Yes, and now the third main element is the career service. So our courses are a very important step for you and your further career, and it will not end after this course because we have a very great career service for you. We have a big career portal where you can learn a lot in our webinars and trainings and get some individual coachings and some tips, for example, how to create your CV, how to stand out in the German job market and things like that. And there's a big networking platform and alumni events so that you can have a big exchange with each other. And that's like a plus you get with our short courses. Yeah, so this is general structure. And you can see on the bottom, there's also another section for our on-campus program, because when you're on campus here, we created a full comfortable stay for you. So you don't have to worry about anything. We provided an accommodation for you. There are 2 meals per day, so breakfast and lunch. You get a local transportation ticket to go around our city here. There's an emergency contact you can reach every time if you have any questions. And besides that, we give you, of course, some travel tips, because when you're here in Germany, of course, there's an opportunity to travel around here in your free time. And so there's a full-time support for you. The only thing you have to mention is that you have to organize your visa and your insurance for your stay here. But of course, we are here to guide you and give you some tips and help you with the processes.
And of course the flights.
And of course the flights, right. That's also not included, right. Yeah, so this sums up it, I think, in a very good way. And now on the next slide, we have a quick video for you that sums up it all a little bit.
Is it shared?
Yeah, and that's it. So you see, qualify yourself for your further career in our summer and winter schools, and this enrich your knowledge, enhance your CV, and yeah, entail a great experience. And now I hand the presentation over to my colleague.
Yeah, I think now you have understood more or less what our offers in short courses are. So there's a difference between on-campus programs and online courses, but yeah, they all have the same structure, and we found good ways to include all the elements in our online courses as well. And now I'm going to tell you why this is a great study opportunity for you, and tell you a little bit about the city of Aachen. Why is this a great option? I think it's important to understand that, of course, when we interact with interested students, yeah, we often get confronted with those who are looking for full degrees or for exchange years to study abroad. But with our online courses, you can have more or less the same experience, but in a shorter time. So you have a really good way to study, to spend your summer holidays or your winter holidays, depending on where you are, to, on the one hand, gain some valuable knowledge, and on the other hand, have an unforgettable time. So it is a shorter time period, but it is a taste of studying abroad, and it is a really intense time. So in these 2, 3, or 4 weeks, you'll probably make as many experiences as if you would stay like for half a year or so, and have this a bit in a more relaxed way. So this is kind of an intense stay that you'll have with us. And it is important that when you spend your holidays for this, you have to know that it's not spending your holiday for sitting in boring classes again and again. So we want you to have a good time, and that's why our courses are designed in a way that they are so interactive, and you are outside in institutes, in labs, and with the professors, that you don't even have the feeling of having a boring class. So you get a certificate which awards you for the whole workload that you've done with us. So you have a lot of case studies, experiments, Q&A sessions, and you'll visit the professors at their institutes, so see how they work in real life, and you'll not have the feeling of having a boring class. And on the other hand, you'll engage in intercultural exchange. You'll get to know friends from all over the world in these interculturally mixed groups, and you'll get to know your summer mentors from RWTH Aachen and make friends with them, like living in Germany. So like that, you have a two-folded approach and benefit from the whole package that you have when you go abroad to study, like for a longer time. But it's kind of a taste of abroad, and you'll have maybe your parents that you can convince easier, because it's a shorter time period. It's it's safer maybe because we take care of you, because it's such a structured program and you're not alone. So maybe this might be an argument when you talk to your parents. Why study at RWTH? Of course, we are not the only ones offering summer schools or short courses in general, but when it comes to engineering, science, technology, innovation, and management, then RWTH Aachen University is the top address in Germany, I would say. So you'll have close contact to our renowned professors, and they are awaiting to welcome you, because they also really love teaching in our short courses with only 20 or 30 students in small groups, and show them around at their workplaces, at their institutes, have an intensive time with them, and also doing this in English, because that's not normal in Germany as well. So that's a really nice thing that you'll benefit from at RWTH. And the lecturers and the courses are highly connected to the industry. So you'll benefit from this connection and be able to network with maybe future workplaces in combination with the career services that you can benefit from after your course. And yeah, so like that, you have a chance to engage yeah, with the research institutions here in Aachen, but also with workplaces in Germany. So I would say that's the highlight of our courses compared to other short courses. And of course, yeah, the next slide, not every short course or not every university is located in such a beautiful city. So Aachen, I don't know if you know where we're located or how the city looks like. Georgi has introduced it a bit. We are located in the west of Germany, in actually the most western point of the country, directly at the border with the Netherlands and Belgium. So we can see it from here. It's right there. So you can, for example, have a hike to the border triangle and be in 3 countries at the same time. So that's a really nice yeah, trip that we do. And Aachen is a kind of a small city. So it has 250,000 inhabitants, from which I think 45,000 or 50,000 are connected to the university. So many people are young, there are many students and also many international students. So you not only have a great infrastructure to move around comfortably and yeah, get around quickly, but you also have kind of an international flair. And thanks to the European history, you have a really international feeling here. As I said, you are close to the other countries and close to other capitals in Europe, for example, Amsterdam, Brussels, or not a capital, but a big city or a known city, Cologne. You can reach all these within 1 or 2 hours by train. And you can even go to Paris. You take the train from here, 3 hours, and then you're in Paris. So most of our students try to include this on a weekend as well. On top of that, Aachen is also a business location. Since we have many research institutes located here on the campus, of course, we also have many PhDs and graduates, and they have innovative ideas. So they found startups, and you'll get to know some of these startups and these innovative ideas in your courses as well. So our students, they really love the welcoming charm of our city, and they, after the city rally, they know all the historical city center, and then they get around easily, and they take the buses like they were living here full time. So that's really nice.
Yes, so yeah, now we get a little bit of taste how it is to study abroad in Aachen and what are the benefits. Now I will explain to you how to become a participant in our short courses at RWTH Aachen University. So you see here on the right on the slide where our participants, our last participants, all came from. So I think it's now 55 countries, and we are still counting. So very good that you're all very international. And yeah, you can see here how to become part of our international community. So if you are at least 18 years old, because that's minimum, you can join our courses. You pursue a your higher education in a related field, and you have sufficient English language skills. So don't be scared. You don't need a certificate about your English language skills. But of course, it's very important that you can understand and follow the lecturers and communicate with each other, and so that we are all on the same page. So that's of course very important. And of course, if you are eager to broaden your horizon and on an international level. So yeah, then we kindly invite you to sign up. You can find all the course-specific requirements on our website. And of course, all the required documents you need. For example, we need your CV, we need a cover letter, we need a transcript of records. So you can read that all on our website, what you need. And of course, if you have any questions, you're always welcome to write us an email or to ask it later here in this webinar. And yeah, then we are always there for you and help you to go through this whole process. Yeah, and that you can learn a little bit more about this registration process. We have this slide here for you so that you know which steps are very important and maybe which are the important deadlines for you. So you see here Yeah, we divided it into the summer schools and winter schools, of course, and the online courses, so that you can compare it a little bit to each other. And yeah, the first step, of course, is the registration. So the registration period for our short courses starts in November, actually. So yeah, remember to sign up well in advance, because every year we offer an early bird discount. This is 10%. And of course, the sooner you register, yeah, then you get this early bird discount. And yeah, so you see now you are able to sign up for our courses. And then there are scholarship opportunities. We will talk about the scholarships a little bit later, so that you can know if you're eligible for a scholarship or not. But yeah, we offer different scholarships for selected courses every year, so check that out on our website. And especially female students are strongly encouraged to apply. And we're very happy because engineering is not a very typical, maybe not a very typical topic for women, but we're getting stronger and stronger in these fields. So that's very good. That's why we're very happy when, yeah, there are a lot of female students who want to apply. And yeah, the scholarships were announced in December. And for the online courses, there are no scholarships available, so that you, yeah, keep that in mind. Then important deadlines you have to remember. The deadlines depending all on the different programs. But of course, the main deadlines are very similar. So you have to remember the date March 1st. So because that's the end date where our early bird discount ends, and also our scholarships are ending. And then depending on the program start, the regular registration deadline is in April or May, depends always on the program. And for the online courses, the registration is a little bit longer, but at least 6 weeks before the course starts, because we have to, of course, have to plan everything with the lectures, with our social events. So that's why we need at least 6 weeks before the course starts. Yeah, and then after your admission, there's enough time for you to prepare yourself for the course. So for example, if you are coming to our courses to Aachen, you have to prepare all your travel steps, and yeah, for example, book your flights, or yeah, get your visa right in time. But like we said before, we are always here to helping you. And yeah, for example, for the online courses, it's very important that you know our digital learning tools, so that we can start all at the same page from the beginning, and that there is nothing missed, and everyone knows where to click, for example, and how it works. And yeah. And then the programs are starting. So our summer schools are all between the months June to September. So these are the summer months here in Germany. And that's very cool, because then there's a lot of sun in Germany. Now it's a little bit rainy here, but yeah, due to the dates from June to September, we are also often very lucky with the weather. And that's, yeah, that's how yeah, our summer schools are often more fun to spend time outside. Yeah, and our online courses. And so this year, one online course is now in February. So of course, you cannot apply for this now, but in July, there's another online course. We will talk about that later. So this is the yeah, program start for the next online course.
Yeah, so let's get to the point. Let's talk about the topics and the dates. So as you've seen, all courses take place between June and September. So these are the summer schools and also the online courses. And I'll start with the summer schools, so with the on-campus programs. And yeah, I will not talk about all the topics in detail today. We can later answer questions when you have specific questions on one topic, or you could click through them on your own, because on the websites you'll find more information about the specific contents of each course. But let's now look at the division between 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and 4 weeks, and I'll quickly tell you a bit about the contents. So we have classical mechanical engineering topics like automation and simulation, or for example, 2 robotics courses that might be interesting for you if you're interested in mechanical engineering and also computer science. So one is more theoretical. It is about, not theoretical, but a bit more abstract. It is about robotics, communication networks, and innovation in general. And one which is a bit more practical in a way that you'll be more hands-on on the robotics themselves. So this one is robotics for future industrial applications. For this course, for example, you need to bring some previous knowledge in programming. And then we have courses which are really interesting in electrical engineering and also civil engineering with regards to energy management. So energy performance of buildings and districts is for civil engineers and also for mechanical engineers who are interested in energy efficient buildings. And you not only look at the buildings themselves, but you also look at the districts in which the buildings are located and think about or discuss how the energy network has to be designed to trade with the energy and, for example, with energy plant management. And in the Smart Electrical Power Systems summer school, you'll learn about electrical grids, microgrids, and all the smart systems that are getting more and more important when it comes to energy and electrical supply. Then we have a summer school that is directed to those who don't have an engineering background, but are maybe more from the business administration and management background, supply chain management and logistics. So this course also has a technical, kind of a technical topic or technical focus. It is, as it says, about supply chain management and all the processes in smart logistics, smart companies and stuff like that. And then there is a new topic, which is European studies. And you might wonder, what is European studies in all these technical topics? This course is also with a technical focus. So you have European studies with regards to all the new challenges in climate change, risk management, and digitalization, for example. So everything at RWTH is kind of connected to technical or scientific technical issues. And what I would like to mention at last is the 4 weeks course, Automotive and Mobility Studies. As I've seen, there are many students from India today. This course is especially popular among Indian students because it takes place in June. And as it says, it's about automotive engineering, mobile propulsion systems, automated driving, and stuff like that. So I think for everyone, that will be kind of an interesting course. And I highly recommend to click through these courses after the presentation and visit our website to check the times and dates and your interest in the topics. To understand how the courses are structured, we here have a kind of a weekly schedule in which you can see how it looks like. So when you're here, you need to know that the course is to be understood as a full-time program. So you will be here with us on campus around 6, 7, 8 hours a day. So the whole day you will spend with us having classes. Of course, most of the time it's classes. You'll have a lunch break, and sometimes in the afternoon, but sometimes also on full days, you'll have the supporting program points. So for example, at the beginning, in the introduction days, you'll have the welcome orientation and a city rally to get to know your surroundings. And then in between, you'll have social events like barbecues, karaoke night, hikes, or a city trip to a neighboring city like Maastricht or Cologne, wherever we want to go. And you have the academic supporting programs. So you'll have time for group work, self-study, you'll have informational info events, for example, how to apply for a degree here at RWTH Aachen University, or you'll have company visits, institute visits, and stuff like that. On the weekends, you'll have free time. So the classes range from Monday to Friday, and depending on the length of your school, you'll have 1, 2, or 3 weekends on which you can decide whatever you want to do. And usually on the final days, you'll have an exam, either a written one or an oral presentation, and afterwards you'll receive your certificates in a farewell ceremony. And as Fiona already said, for the on-campus programs, of course, you can count with a comfortable stay package, so you don't have to care about anything. You just have to concentrate on your classes and on the contents, and yeah, relax and benefit from it.
Right.
And now, compared to this, here is our online course that we've scheduled for this year. So in July, there's 3 weeks of an online course in Sustainable Supply Chain Management in Industry 4.0. So this course kind of connects two summer schools, the Supply Chain Management course and the Production Technology meets Industry 4.0 course. So in this course, you'll learn everything about sustainable supply chains and understand that supply chains are not only linear, but maybe also circular business models. And you'll get to know everything about digitalization in supply chains and what Industry 4.0 has brought in this branch. This course is one course that we have announced yet, but we are sure that we'll offer more courses throughout the year. So check our website regularly to stay updated if you're interested in online courses. Yeah, and to understand online courses, here is the same overview again, but this time you have to understand that since we have international students coming from everywhere around the world or sitting at home for this online course, we have only 2 to 3 hours live a day in which we will meet each other, or you will meet the professors. These will be scheduled in the German midday so that those from America and those from Asia can settle in on their days so they don't have to stay up at night. And yeah, we condense everything to 2 to 3 hours a day, have the live classes, the really interactive ones, and all the social events scheduled in the live slots. And on the rest of the day, whenever you are awake and not sleeping, you have flexible assignments. So the lectures that can be consumed in pre-recorded videos, for example, or you'll have study assignments like quizzes, readings, or group work that you can schedule in your own pace. So this way you can prepare for the live classes and have really interactive sessions with the professors then in these 2 to 3 hours. And we don't want you to be in Zoom meetings longer than 3 hours. So everything is thought through. And of course, at the end, you'll have a written or an oral exam also in the digital way and have a farewell and a certificate in a digital way. So it's most of the time, it's the same as being on campus, but kind of a mix of synchronous and asynchronous learning.
Yes, and we're now coming closer to the end of this presentation. So now our last point is about our financing opportunities for you. So yeah, how can you finance your stay here with us? So yes, you can see here on our slide the different program fees for the different courses and the information for our early bird discount I talked about before. So with our early bird discount, you get 10% off the whole program fee. And yeah, so this discount is only for our on-campus summer schools, but for all on-campus summer schools. And the complete registrations have to submit it until March 1st. And it's applicable for everyone. So everyone can benefit from this early bird discount. Yeah, and on the bottom, you see the price structure from our summer schools on campus and our online courses. So the different fees for the 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks programs. Yeah, and of course, you can see under the prices what's included, just to sum it up. So you see, and the price for the summer schools included is a supporting program and the comfortable stay we talked about before. So the accommodation, 2 meals per day, city trips, company visits, and much more. So this is all included in these prices. And in the online courses, of course, there's no stay included because you are at home, but there's a big virtual supporting program. So the digital expert talks we talked before, the lab tours, digital sightseeing tours, fun games, and also much more. So yes, this is the early bird discount is our finance opportunity for you. And this is the second financial support for you. So we are offering scholarships. The first scholarship is the time scholarship. So this is a full scholarship, so you get 100% support from us, but only to one student who is interested in applying for the double degree program at RWTH. This is only for one summer school, so the production technology meets industry 4.0. And on our website, you can see all the illegal home university, which are illegal for this scholarship. So check this out, and then you can have a look if you're illegal for this scholarship or not. For all the other people from the following countries, you can see on this slide here, we are offering a country scholarship. So it doesn't matter if you're from Australia, Brazil, Canada, Colombia, and the other countries you can read here. We provide you country scholarships, and there you get 33% off from the whole program fee. This is illegal only for 5 summer schools. You can check the different summer schools out on our website. And for both scholarships, you have to sign up until March 1st. So I think March 1st is one of the first important deadlines. So only 2.5 weeks. Exactly. Just go to our website or write us an email if you have questions. And this is our financial support for you. And now we are getting to the end of our presentation. This is our team, you can see here. So at first, Mareike Botzet, our team leader. Then we have Melanie Ostfeld. She's the program manager. So she knows everything about the academic content you will learn here. She's in very close contact with the professors and lecturers and designed all the weekly schedules for you. Then there's Lena Werle. She creates all the social events, so the fun parts for you. And she's also there for you if you have a lot of questions about your stay here or the visa opportunities. And of course, she's also looking after your applications and registration. So and then that's me at the end, the marketing manager. I'm the one who always looks for the website, and you can contact mostly me on our social media channels. So you can see here on Facebook and on Instagram, we are RWTH short courses. So we are very happy when you're following us, or of course you can also ask your questions there or write us an email. You can see this also on the slide there. And all the important information you find on our website. And that's it. So now hands over to Georgie again, and let's open the Q&A. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much for this really comprehensive presentation with lots of useful information for our students. And the Q&A was exploding. I was just trying to somehow answer some more like a general questions, but really specific ones I left for you. So I would already jump into that, and let's start with the first question. So yes, Libini is saying that first of all, hi, I have seen some more requirements for RWTH for some courses like mechatronics that you need a GRE score, or you need 2.5 grade or more in your undergraduate program. How much flexible is RWTH about this? I think maybe the question is more about generally mechatronics studies, because person does not really it says about undergraduate program, but if there's some information that you would share about this, and if there's and any requirements regarding the grades from your side in terms of short courses, you can also put it here.
So usually we cannot give you consultation about the full programs at RWTH. I'm not sure if you're asking for an undergraduate or a master's program, but we cannot tell you anything about GRE scores or grades for getting into full degree programs, since we only offer short courses here in our department. But if you have a specific question, just write us an email and we'll forward it to the right contact so that you'll get your answer. So I think that's the best thing that we can do today.
Yeah, agree, totally agree, because there were more questions like this in general ones, and I also, my answer was the same. If you have any general questions like this, it's always a good idea to write an email. Thank you very much. The next question, so I just, one comment is that many people were joining a little bit later, joined, or maybe missed some parts, and that's why maybe you have already said that, but maybe this person does not have heard about it, so just it can be some repetition for other participants, but still, it's really important. So, does one need to have a science background to apply for the short courses? Is the knowledge of German required?
Okay, so first, you don't need any German knowledges. So, of course, like we said before, you have to speak English and understand English, but there's no German required. Maybe you will learn some words here with us. Of course, we can teach you some words and some German insights, but you don't need to speak German, and you don't need to have any knowledge about Germany. And then about the background. So most of our courses, they start from the basics. So you don't need, like, for example, previous knowledge for a course to apply. But for some courses, there are specific requirements, for example, that you need some basic knowledge in mathematics or in physics or topics like that. But you can read that all on the different programs on our website. So there's like a small section where you can read what requirements are needed. And of course, you have to be interested in the topic. I think that's very important to do the most of your stay here, because when you're interested in the topic, doesn't matter which topic, then it makes more fun. You have more questions, and it's more interactive. So I think that's one of the most important points.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you very much, Fiona. And you have just before you finished your presentation, you touched upon actually this topic about kind of financial aid for the short courses, this type of scholarship. But just to once again repeat to those who joined, dropped or joined a bit later also about this discount option and this financial aid thing, just to maybe to share once again this slide. It will be really useful. Thank you very much.
Here we go. Oh. Yes. So here you can see the first option we are offering to you. So it's this early bird discount. So you get 10% off from the program fees, but this is only for the summer schools on campus. So it's not illegal for the online courses. But so when you get your registration until March 1st, you will get this 10% off automatically. So that's the first financial support for you from us. And the second one are our different scholarships. You can here see on this slide. So there are two different scholarships, one the time scholarship and the country scholarships. So when you're, for example, from one of these countries, you can see on the slide, you're eligible for this scholarship and you get 33% off. And just if you can read all the specific requirements also on our website. And if you have questions about that, you can just read everything, all information about that first, and then write us an email or contact us on social media, and then we get back to you and help you with the process.
Maybe one addition, the country scholarships are about the place where you currently reside and study. So when you are, for example, from Germany and you study in Canada, then you are eligible for the scholarship and not the other way around.
Yeah, thank you. So I got this question, I think at least 3 or 4 times. So the person asks, can we use the admission letter for the short courses to get student visa?
No, most of our students come with tourist visa, so they only stay for 2, 3, 4 weeks, and they'll come with student visa and with tourist visa. Sorry, and for a student visa, you'll need an admission to a full degree. So that's why we cannot. With our admission letter, you will not be able to apply for this kind of a visa.
Yeah. Okay. Then there's a question for. You mentioned it, but still, the deadlines for the short courses. Is there any way just to once again quickly go through what are the deadlines for different short courses that you presented today?
Yeah, let me just switch to the other slide.
And
Yeah,
guys,
so
make notes also.
You're right. And you will get also the presentation after this webinar. So
no worries.
no worries. But
Yeah.
right, listen.
Yeah, generally said, the deadline to have in mind, or the most important one, is March 1st, because of the early bird and the scholarships. And then for the courses in June and July, you have April 1st, and for the courses in August and September, you'll have May 1st. So always the first of the month, and the earlier the better. So check in before March 1st, and you'll benefit from all the offers that we have, and are not too late for anything.
Great, thank you. Another question is about also about language. So do I need to have international English language tests like IELTS, Cambridge, TOEFL, or it's not a mandatory thing?
No, so you don't need a certificate about your English level skills. But yeah, of course, like we talked about before, you have to speak it and you understand it.
And upon application, or when you register for the course, our colleague will read through the CV and through your motivation letter, and like that she will kind of assess if you will get around easily or if you still have some problems, and then she'll talk to you about that.
Yeah, thank you. Interesting question actually now comes. Would completing the summer course provide an advantage to apply for masters in RWTH Aachen? Yeah.
Yeah, so generally said, I think we forgot to mention that, but you'll get credit points for our courses. So all our courses bring the certificate with credit points on it, but it is rather so that you can have it transferred to your undergraduate program at home. So if you talk to your study abroad advisor, you will be maybe able to have it transferred to your degree at home. So maybe you can skip one course at home, but you cannot have it in a way to have it already as a qualification for your master's degree. Of course, when you apply for your master's degree, you'll have to write a motivation letter, you have to show your CV, and it will be helpful to show that you have already got a taste of studying at RWTH and you know how to get around. But it is not kind of a qualification in case you miss one important course, for example, because sometimes you have to have a specific number of credits, let's say in mechanical engineering, and have a specific course that's similar to the course at RWTH, and I'm not sure that our courses will be able to cover this. So in this case not, but it helps to know your ways.
Yeah, thanks for this information. There's another question also about related to deadlines. Person asks if the application for these summer classes are open now, and as already mentioned, the deadline is the most important deadline that you should remember is 1st of March. So it means that they are open and you should hurry up actually. And yeah, with the links, the person asked for the links to the application. I linked I sent several links in the chat to these courses, and you can already check them out by clicking in the chat. So yeah, they are there available, and
maybe,
yeah, you should hurry up.
One quick comment, don't worry, you only have 2 weeks left, but the signing up doesn't take any longer than maybe 10 minutes, and preparing the documents in advance maybe 1 hour. So don't worry, it's not like a application for a full degree where you have to really get through a lot of forms. It's just one form that you have to fill in like in 10 minutes.
Maybe should we show it? Maybe
yeah, why not?
Yeah, so we can show you how it looks like. So just very quick. So when you go to our website, so this is the short courses section, and you can see here our different courses. And for example, if I want to apply for automation and simulation, I go through this course, and then you have all these different information and quick facts about the course. And when you are scrolling down to the registration process, or you can use this menu over here to the registration process, and you see all the requirements. And for example, here on this course, you need basic knowledge in the following areas like mathematics, material science, computer science, and like that. And then you can click sign up for this summer school. And you can also see the deadline over here. And then you are going, you come to a new website. It's the application form for our short courses. And you see here another time how your profile should look like and the required documents you need, just like for information. And then you just have to fill in your personal details. So your name, date of birth, your address and your country where you're coming from, your home university. And then when you're scrolling down, of course, here's some contacts for your emergency contact.
Yeah, we have some blanks to fill because we want you to be safe here. That's why we have this emergency contact right at the beginning, so that we can help you in case of an emergency, or all this information with a telephone number to help you get around for your arrival and stuff like that. So that's why there are some more blanks than usual, but it helps you afterwards.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and then you can choose your program here. For example, for me, then here it's automation simulation. You can just click through it.
You can apply for 3 courses at the same time, in case you're not sure yet.
That's also very important. So you can choose the courses you like. When you put over here, for example, your country of residence, then you automatically will get a note where the scholarships are eligible to which summer school. So that's also just one click. And then you can see here all the documents we need from you. So for your cover letter, your CV, a transcript of records, a photo of yourself. Maybe you have some additional documents to support your application. For example, certificates for your curricular activities, a recommendation letter for example, a professor or lecturer from university. And then you can tell us where you how you did find about us and our
mygermanuniversity.com.
Yeah, right. For example, mygermanuniversity.com. And then you have to just click this privacy policy and of course the declaration, and then just click send. And so it's very easy. It's not complicated. So don't worry. And of course, you can always text us and write your questions. Yeah.
Great. Amazing. Thank you. That's really helpful. And by the way, this information about applying for 3 courses possibility is, I'm sure, for extreme of utmost importance for students. So thanks for noting that out. I see 3 more interesting questions. So let's go to that. So hi, I'm still studying it at school. For this course, does age matter? Or there are some limitations for maximum or even minimum age?
So you have to be 18 years old for the on-campus program, since you have to travel, and we cannot care for you as a parent when you're here. But for the online courses, we might be more flexible. So the minimum age is definitely 18. Or when you're still in college, we might find a way to include you in the program as well, depending on the program. And for the maximum age, we must say that sometimes we also accept master students when they are not planning to study in Germany. They sometimes just want to have an international experience in their master's degree. But as long as you're in your higher education career, then you can be accepted or have recently graduated from it. But afterwards, when you're already in your job after your master's degree, and you have no relation to your university anymore, then you're probably no longer our target group. But from then on, we'll have other offers at the International Academy. So then it might rather be certificate courses for adults already.
Okay, so I would like to hear then later about these additional courses, because I'm in this group.
Okay, that's perfect.
We will not talk about your age now.
Yeah. Thanks for information. Could we also once again just say about more about timeline? So what is the duration of the classes or of activities on the daily basis when people, for example, come, and not online, but when they come to take the courses on site?
Yeah, so usually we start classes or activities at 9 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes our colleagues will even be at the residence and at your accommodation and pick you up for classes or for a trip or for your activities at an institute, so that you're punctual like a real German does. And then they will pick you up and bring you there, and then you'll have your classes and have a lunch break of 1 or 2 hours in the midday. And afterwards, you have another block of classes until 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And then afterwards, you have free time and can enjoy your evening and get around in the city, buy some souvenirs or do whatever you want and group up with your peers and have a nice evening. And this is more or less the structure every day. So 6, 7, 8 hours a day you will be with us.
Great, thank you very much. That's quite good time. And I would say really related to short courses, we have much more, but many are now left also regarding generally master studies, undergraduate studies, and in Aachen. But I will now tackle this question more because it's more to the topic. So person Richard asks that if it's possible to pay part of the fees charged and then pay the rest later. So about actually the procedure of paying and sending the money for the courses.
In case you don't have the full money ready yet, it's no problem. We can make your registration and delay or extend your payment deadline until the end of the deadline, let's say. But we cannot make 2 installments, so you have to pay the full fee at once, since it's not such a big amount of money like for a degree. You have to pay the full money before getting your full acceptance letter. So before you apply for a visa and stuff like that, you need to have the full fee paid. So before the deadline, April 1st, afterwards it will be not enough time. So April 1st, until then it should be there.
Okay, great, thank you very much. Thank you very much for all these answers. I see now more questions about, as I said, general ones. I will just make a short comment about that. So there are questions about, is German necessary in Aachen, or can I study this and that course in Aachen on master's or undergraduate? What are the documents required? Is my GPA good enough? And stuff like that. So guys, these are really difficult questions actually, because there's no universal answer for these kind of questions, especially when you ask that about generally in Germany, can I get into Germany in this program? So this is of course really valid, right questions, but it's not that I can answer or we can answer them right now. My suggestion would be always to check out the pages of the programs that you are interested in, because the requirements always differ, and always also you're more than welcome, I'm sure, to send emails to the program representatives and ask questions to them, because this is not, we cannot answer these questions right now. All right, so if we are really nice into time, I would say. So if there are no more questions about short courses, but they were quite enough. Thank you very much, guys, for being so active, for staying with us until it's almost the end. We have 5 more minutes, so it's really great. I would like to thank you all who joined us today. So for your being so active, and of course to our great guests, it was really, I really enjoyed. This is a really huge opportunity for students, because we all really often hear about the requirements. I mean, I don't want to do degree, but I really want to do short course in Germany. Is it possible? What are the opportunities? What are the deadlines, etc., etc.? So this is really a nice premiere, I would say. It was really successful because attendance was great. Lots of people joined both on Facebook and here, and the questions, lots of questions were to the point. And and information, of course, was really detailed. And I don't have any questions also from my side, because it was really clear from both of you. Thank you very much. I will just share once my screen to show our guests our email as well, because of course, if you have any questions regarding short courses, which we have presented today by our guests, you are always welcome. They also shared with you their contact information, and slides will be shared with you also, and the links are in the chat. You can find them really easily. Just write to them your concerns, your questions, and as you could see, they always provide really comprehensive and detailed answers. But if you have any general questions, generally about studying bachelor, scholarships in Germany, or language requirements, or tuition fees, etc., then you can send them to us or to our email, info@mygermanuniversity.com, and we are also nice guys, and we'll also get back to you as soon as possible. So yeah, thank you very much for watching us. Thank you very much to for our guests, and yeah, to our attendees, it will be also nice to hear about your feedback. This was our first webinar on short courses. It will be really nice to hear about your concerns, what you liked, what you didn't like. I don't think you didn't like anything, because that was really nice, but still. Anyways, so leave us your feedback, and the direct links to feedback are in the chat. You can leave them on Facebook or Google, and I will read them, and I will take them into account in the future. So yeah. Any final comments from your side, if you would like to, and then we can call it a day.
Yeah, so thank you all for joining in this webinar, and thank you to My German University and to you, 𝘗𝘪𝘵, for this great organization and for this very great introduction and leading through the Q&A session. It was very, very great for us. And yeah, thank you also for all these interactive questions at the end. It was very, very good for us. And yeah, so we hope we will see you soon online or on campus, and we're looking forward to your registrations.
Yeah, I'm really much looking forward to reading your application documents, and thank you for joining. I really enjoyed. Thank you, 𝘗𝘪𝘵. It was a really nice time. Really good moderation. And then I hope to hear from you again.
Yeah, great. So, and just like really final comment from my side, I remember you showed in your application, so where did you hear us from? And I hope that you will see lots of My German University from today's webinar. So that was my final comment. Thank you very much once again, and have a nice evening, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.